Hi everyone, I'm Tristan, and today we are going to look at 6 key idioms for business. Now, this is useful for Toeic students, Cambridge students, and anyone who does business in English. So we're going to learn these idioms, then we're going to do 4 Toeic practice questions. All right, let's begin. We are going to learn these idioms with a story. This is Raphael. We are going to hear about his journey and learn idioms as we go. Here it is. Raphael finished university with a degree in engineering and was looking for a job. He had spent a fortune getting his degree and needed to start making money. His uncle was a partner at an engineering firm and offered Raphael a job. Raphael jumped at the chance to work for his uncle. Okay, so the 2 idioms we're looking at is spend a fortune on noun or spend a fortune to verb. This just means spend a lot of money. For example, in many big cities, people have to spend a fortune on housing. So apartments are very expensive. Even if you're looking for cheap accommodation, it's often very expensive. So you have to spend a fortune on housing. Or many governments spend a fortune on their military, but very little on healthcare or education. So we see Raphael, he had spent a fortune on his degree. All right, so the next idiom is when they say Raphael jumped at the chance to work for his uncle. If you jump at a chance or an opportunity, that means you accept the chance immediately. You do not hesitate. For example, when I was offered free tickets to Ed Sheeran, I jumped at the chance to go. All right, so let's see part 2 of Raphael's story. On the first day, he had a meeting with his uncle to get up to speed on the major projects the firm was working on. His uncle told him that the main project was a major bridge design. The city wanted it to be unique and not just a cookie-cutter bridge. All right, so the first idiom is when they say he wanted to get up to speed on major projects. Up to speed means to be fully informed, to have all the information. For example, when the detective arrived at the crime scene, he asked the officers to get him up to speed with the details. So he wanted to be fully informed. He wanted to be up to speed. Now, we often see someone is, gets, or stays up to speed with or on a topic. I watch the news daily to stay up to speed with what's happening in my city. Be informed. The next idiom is when it says the city wanted it to be unique and not a cookie-cutter bridge. Cookie-cutter noun means no different than others. It is not unique, it is not special, and they produce many of them. For example, the burger was fine, but it was just a cookie-cutter burger. There was nothing special or different. Example 2, this is an example of a cookie-cutter desk or chair. So there's really nothing special about this desk or chair. Now, so this company was making a bridge that was not a cookie-cutter bridge. All right, last paragraph. The next day at a meeting about the design, Raphael was quite nervous. However, even though it was only his second day, Raphael went out on a limb and offered some creative ideas about the bridge. His courage paid off as the other members really liked his ideas. So the first idiom is when they say Raphael went out on a limb. To go out on a limb is to take a risk or try or say something that might be wrong or that people might disagree with. So if you go out on a limb, you say something or try something that many people disagree with. For example, the teacher is willing to go out on a limb and disagree with the school director. So take that risk. Or the detective went out on a limb and started investigating the sheriff for murder. So if they investigate the sheriff, this is risky for that detective. So we can see it was Raphael's first day. So usually people will not give many opinions, but Raphael went out on a limb to give his opinion. The next phrasal verb is when they say his courage paid off. To pay off is to benefit. It means it was worth it. For example, for the last month, he has been exercising 3 days a week and it has paid off. He has gained muscle and feels more energetic. So it benefited him. It was worth it. Or I studied really hard for the test and it paid off. I got 90%. So when Raphael went out on a limb, so he took a risk, it paid off because people liked his ideas. Therefore, Raphael gets more respect. Okay, so let's do a quick review of these idioms. Number one, jump at the chance. If you jump at the chance to do something, that means you do not wait. You do not hesitate. Next, spend a fortune. Spend a lot of money. Number three, if someone is up to speed, they are fully informed. If you want to get someone up to speed, you want to inform them of the new information. Number four, cookie cutter. If you hear it's a cookie cutter car, it is just a normal car. Nothing is special about it. Go out on a limb. This is to try something different and take a risk. And finally, pay off means to benefit. All right, so now that we know these phrasal verbs and these idioms, let's look at the Toeic questions. Number one. Well, this one is out. Remember the expression to go out on a limb? You do or say something that people could disagree with. So when the CEO said we should raise wages, or the VP said we should raise wages, many people would think that was crazy. But she went out on a limb and said this. Number 123. We'll start by eliminating A and D immediately. When you use some, all, many, most, plus of, you are going to need the before the noun or a possessive adjective like his, her, its, are. So this is wrong. Most of citizens disagree with it. Wrong. Correct. Most of the citizens disagree with it, or most citizens disagree with it. But if you say most of, you're going to need something before the noun, like a the. Next, wrong. Some of businesses were spending. Correct. Some of the businesses that I talked to were spending, or some businesses were spending, but not some of businesses. So now we have B and C, and the answer is C. If you have a number of, that means you have many, but you need of. We do not have of, so we're not saying a number of, we're just saying many. All right, let's go to 123. Well, this is paid off. The hard work benefited him, so the hard work paid off. He got a promotion, the hard work paid off. Okay, let's go to the last question. First of all, the word speculation means rumors or gossip. So if you said employees speculated about the future of the company, that means they talked about what could happen, what might happen, but not facts. Or there was speculation about the future of the company. So people were talking, there were rumors, there was gossip. So we can see there was speculation that the CEO had been blank in insider trading. One of the most important words here is in. We can remove C and D because of in. If we look at commit, there's two ways to use it. You can commit a crime. You can commit theft, so a crime, or you can commit to something, which means you become dedicated to it. For example, I am committed to my family. And persuading, we do not put in after persuading either. So it's either A or B. Well, you can remove taking place. Taking place is incorrect because an event takes place, not a person, an event. For example, I took place a fight. No, a fight took place. Yes, that's correct. So the answer is engage in, which means participate in. Notice the in. Someone engages in conversation, or the CEO engaged in insider trading. All right, everyone, that was today's lesson. Hopefully you can use these new idioms and you're going to improve your Toeic score. So please like, subscribe, share, and hit that button. Have a great day, everyone.